Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. We have you can pick it up so that Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Ram, Ram Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Madhava Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Giri Varadhari, Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradhari, Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana, Yashodanandana Brajana Ranjana, Yamuna Tera Vanachari, Yamuna Tera Vanachari, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Rama Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Jaya Girivaradari Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivaradari Jaya Jashodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Jashodanandana Jaya Jashodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Jaya Jashodanandana Jaya Braja Jana Ranjana Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Yamuna Tira Vanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari Jaya Jamuna Tira Vanachari Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Krishna Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Rama, Hare Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Jaya Radha Jaya Radha Madhava Kunja Bihari, Yashodanandana Jaya Raja Janaranjana, Yashodanandana Raja Janaranjana, Raja Shodanandana Jaya Bhaja Janaranjana, Jaya Jashodanandana Jaya Janaranjana, Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Ravanachari Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari, Yamuna Tiravanachari Kunja Bihari, Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Jaya Kunja Bihari, Jaya Yamuna Tiravanachari Kunja Bihari, Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare 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 Krishna Krishna Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama Hare Krishna Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama Hare Rama 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 Hare Krishna Krishna Hare Rama Rama Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Nitai Gaur Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Hari Bol, Nitai Gaur Hari Bol. Gaur Brahmanande Hari. So, next few minutes we are going to do little meditation together while we are reciting Mangalachara. It's okay, children are okay. Don't worry. So when we recite each prayers, please pluck fragrant, nice flower and offer that flower to your Gurudev, Srila Prabhupada, and his Guru Maharaj, all the way to Lord Krishna. So it will take just few minutes. Please participate. It purifies. Prabhupada, I just heard a lecture, Prabhupada said this Mangalacharan mantra is very powerful. One can meditate on that, he will be instantly liberated. So I'm begging also to the lotus feet of Srila Prabhupada to empower each of us to do that. Om Ajnanati Mirandasa Gnananjana Salakaya Chakshurunmilitam Jena Tasmai Sri Guruve Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Stapitam Jena Bhutale Sayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Shapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Jutapada Kamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sahagana Raghunathannitam Tam Sajivam Sadaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Pada Sahagana Lalita Sri Vishakhanitanscha Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nitina Namaste Saraswate Deve Gauravan Pracharine Nirvishesha Sunnavadi Paschata Deshatari Nama Om Vishnu Padaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhakti Siddhanta Swami Sri Varshavanavi Devi Daitaya Kripadaye Krishna Sambandha Vijnana Daine Prabhave Namah Madhurja Ujjala Premata Sri Rupanugaviru Sri Gaura Karuna Shakti Vigrahaya Namaste Namaste Gauravani Sri Muktaye Dinatarine Rupanuga Viruddha Apasiddhanta Dhantahari Nama Gaura Kishoraya Sakshat Vairagamuttaye Vipralambara Sambodhe Padambujayate Namah Namo Bhakti Vinodaya Sachidanandanamine Gaura Shakti Sarupa Rupanugavara Gaura Virbhava Bhumestam Nirdeshta Sajjana Priya Vaishnava Sarvabhaum Sri Jagannathayate Pancha Kalpa Taruvesya Kripa Sindhupaye Vacha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namo Mahabadannaya Krishna Prema Pradayate Krishna Krishna Chaitanya Namne Gauratise Namah Panchatatmatmakam Krishnam Bhaktarupa Sarupakam Bhaktavataram Bhaktaksham Namami Bhakta Saktikam He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jagatpate Gopesha Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namastute Jayatam surato pangur mama mandamater gati matsarvasya padambujo Radha Madana Mohana Dibbad Brindarana Kalpa Drumada Srimad Ratnagara Singhasanasto Shri Radha Shila Govinda Deva Prestali Bhisepamano Smarami Srimanurasarasarambi Vamsi Bhatatastita Karshana Venusanir Gopi Gopinata Siestuna Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhe Vrindavaneshwari Vishabhanusute Devi Pranamami Hari Priye Devi Krishna Mai Prokta Radhika Paradevata Sarva Lakshmi Mai Sarva Kanti Samohini Para Vrindaye Tulasi Devaye Priyaye Kesavasacha Krishna Bhakti Pradede Sattavate Namo Namo Bhakta Vihina Yaparada Lakshmi Siptascha Kama Ditarangamati Kripa Maitam Saranam Prapanna Brinde Namaste Charanarvindam Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivas Adi Gaura Bhakta Binda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Thank you for participating in this beautiful meditation. Who has this channel? I would love to have this in my phone.
You have an iPhone?
Yeah.
It's called i10 Pura.
Okay. Thank you. Hare Krishna, the assembled Vaishnava and Vaishnavis, mothers and Prabhus, and also the Zoom Bhaktas. Hare Krishna, welcome to our this session of Bhagavad Gita in physical presence. We didn't have for few weeks, month, almost, because of COVID effects. So we are beginning, actually today subject matter is only 2 slokas. And my observation is this 2 sloka is enough for the whole life. But then every time I come to any, whether I go to Bhagavatam, I feel the same way with sloka. It's so complete. So I hope, I request all of you, you can absorb in these 2 sloka. You will find the answer. Hopefully that will affect your consciousness and transformation takes place. Hare Krishna. So we're going to begin with 21. Is it?
5th chapter.
Yeah, chapter 5, 21. So you may think you don't need to memorize any verses, but these two verses, if you can memorize, you can talk to your own mind and counsel your own mind every day. What is the priority in life? It's very nice. So first, we are going to join our palm together. Come inside here and invoke the mercy of Lord Vasudev, who is the predominating deity of our consciousness. Can you imagine of Mother Yashoda in Gosala? Do you know what is Gosala? Cow barn. Anybody ever been to cow barn? Thank you. In the cow barn, just imagine, is a hidden secret. The Gargacharya priest, he came early morning and he thinks they have a fear that Kamsa may find out who is his enemy. Night before, by the way, first question is, whose son is Krishna? Mataji. Hari Hari. Whose son is Krishna? Yashoda and Devaki. Okay, you are like a, which way you go? Whose son is Krishna? Whose son is Krishna, Prabhu?
Well, Nanda Krishna, that's just so.
Yeah, which one?
That's
Which one?
I love the way Prabhupada said, the Devaki is another name of Yashoda. So you can, that's very nice. He said he found somewhere where Devaki is another name of Yashoda. Said, oh, okay. Because Deva, the word Deva means Krirashil, playful. They create a playful pastimes. So Devaki, one who is holding the person who always playful. Is Krishna playful? Yes. Spiritual life is dynamic. So we should go from that angle. So in the middle of the night, Vasudev and Devaki, their conversation with the Lord assumed the form of a baby. He did not take birth there. Everybody understand that, right? Krishna was not born in Mathura jail. He appeared there as a Bhagavan, 400 form. So then out of fear in their conversation, just to make the story, and that he took this small form. And then Vasudev Maharaj took him to Nanda Maharaj's house and he placed him there. And Yashoda Maya already has a one daughter and one boy there. But the boy is not visible to Vasudev Maharaj that time. So he placed his boy and he took the girl, Jogomaya, or Yashoda's daughter, with him. So in his mind, what is he thinking about Krishna? He's in house arrest. Do you know what is house arrest? It's a jail, but it's not a what we think of prison. Means he has a facility, but very limited. Who is coming, who is going, like everything is spied. So Mother Devaki, what she would do every night, today Krishna is 79 days old, next day 80, and then 81. She said, oh my God, his name giving ceremony is coming. Better do something. I don't want our son to get named by Pasha. Now there is no caste system, but it is a playful. It nourishes the reciprocation between mother and the child. So the caste system is like a big deal. But there is no caste system like this world. This world caste system is good, but the polluted caste system is very bad. That's why nobody likes caste system. By birth, you claim who you are without qualification. So, but in spiritual world, it is actually playful. Very nice. So Vasudev Maharaj at night, he wanted to send a spy, and then he looked outside. Oh, the guard. You know what happened when there is a warm weather outside and your security guard? Can you imagine what will happen to you? Yeah, you can imagine. Very good. You fall asleep. You like, It's like tired. Nobody's there. Who is coming, going? Nobody. Kongsa will not know. I'll go to sleep. They all went to sleep. So then Vasudev Maharaj sneaked out because he cannot send a messenger and Guru will not come. So he revealed everything what happened. Until that day, nobody knew whose son is Nanda Maharaj's. Well, not us. We believe he's Nanda Maharaj's son. But in the history of Mathura, so he said, this is my son. Actually, I placed him and he's going to, I think, arrange name-giving ceremony. Please, Gurudev, you please go tomorrow morning. Tomorrow will be 81 days. And it is bona fide, according to Kshatriya, to give the name after 81. But in our Vaishnava culture, we do for a son 6 or 8 months. And for a daughter, 5 or 7 months. Like that. So anyway, Gargacharya went early morning and he revealed. He said, because of Kongsa's, but he cannot say, this is Vasudev's son. You follow? It's like a hidden secret. He also keeping the hiding information. But Nanda Maharaj is not thinking like that. Nanda Maharaj thinking, it's my son. What's that? And there is a verse. So anyway, so you can imagine when you say Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Gargacharya gave that name. When Gargacharya gave that name, Krishna, very interestingly, was sitting on the lap of Mother Yashoda and Balaram was sitting on Mother Rohini Maya in the cow barn, hiding in a corner of a cow barn. It's supposed to be a big festival, name-giving ceremony, follow. But nobody knew in Vrindavan because he keeps it everything secret because the fear of Kamsa. So that time, Krishna, how he looked at Gargacharya, and Gargacharya was like emotion because he was thinking, okay, that's his son, it's good, I know God will come. But then actually Gargacharya found that his Ishtadev, who he is meditating since childhood, is this boy. Now he wants to pay obeisances. And he wants to cry and do worship, big puja. But then he's afraid. If I do this, then his parents will think, what are you doing to our son? He's supposed to give blessing, not touch his feet and do worship. What do you think he's? So he's like going, like duality in mind, completely opposite, two sides of the pole. He wants to worship, he wants to glorify, but he also afraid that it will go against Krishna's will. Why? Krishna choose to play as a child of Nanda and Yashoda. He doesn't want anybody to know in Vrindavan that he is supreme, absolute. So this dilemma, that time he quoted this verse, Vasudev. Oh Nanda Maharaj, your son name is also Vasudev. He is a son of Vasudev. He just mentioned it. But Nanda Maharaj is thinking, maybe some life my son was born there as a son of Vasudev. He's saying one thing and he's understanding another thing. Because of their relationship. You follow? So the personality who reveals this spiritual knowledge, his name is Vasudev. Vasudev is the father and Vasu, long A. Vasudev. Can you all say? Vasudev, not Vasudev. So when we chant Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya, Prabhupada says, it purifies and gives us illumination in the heart so we can perceive Krishna in every page of Bhagavatam or Bhagavad Gita. Okay, so we do that 3 times. Please fold your hand. Just meditate that form in Vrindavan. That Krishna has a beautiful foot, he's showing and he's mischievous eyes to Gargacharya. And he's like, oh my God, that's my Ishtadev. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 3 times. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namah Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam Namaskritam Naranchaiva Narottamam Devim Saraswatim Vyasam Tato Jayamudiraet Nashtaprayesu Abhadresu Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya Bhagavati Uttama Sloke Bhaktir Bhavati Naistaki Mukhaṁ Karati Vachalam Pangu Langayate Girim Jatkripatamaham Bande Sri Guru Dinatarinam Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Paramananda Madhavam. So with that note, we're going to recite. Who's going to recite loudly? Nishinga Prabhu, you are Lakshmi Nishinga Prabhu, you are senior most.
Okay.
We are going to repeat after you. Response.
Bayas Parshish Pashaktatma
Bhajas Parsheshu Ashaktatma. Oh, just one second. For the audience, because we have good audience on the Zoom, this is chapter 5, Bhagavad Gita, text 21, if you want to follow that. Okay.
Should I start over again?
Yes.
Bayas Parshish Pashaktatma
Bhajas Parsheshu Ashaktatma.
Vindatyatmaniyat Sukham
Bindati Atmani Jat
Sukham
Yoga Yuktatma
Sa Brahma Yoga Juktatma
Sukamasayam Ashnute.
Sukham Akshayamaste. Okay. Synonyms. This verse, we have to understand the synonyms. And if we really want to understand what is material happiness, what is spiritual happiness, these two verses, it's enough, actually. Of course, every verse is important, but these two verses really gives. So we're going to go with synonyms.
Vayas Parsheshu,
Vajas Parsheshu,
an external sense pleasure.
in external sense pleasure.
Sakta Atma
Ashakta Atma,
Atma
is not attached.
one who is not attached.
Vindati
Vindati, enjoys.
Atmani
Atmani,
Atmani
in the self.
in the
in
self.
the self,
Yat
Jat,
that which.
that which.
that which
Sukham,
Happiness.
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 Sa,
So
that. Oh,
Brahma Yoga
Brahma
Brahma
Yoga,
Yoga,
by concentration in Brahman.
by concentration.
concentration in Brahman.
Did you say Shaw means he?
Huh? Yeah, that's what it says. here.
Here it says that. Okay, that's fine.
Well, maybe I should-
That's fine. No, it's fine.
Says he. Yukta Atma,
Jukta Atma,
Atma,
self-connected.
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 Sukham,
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 happiness.
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 Akshayam,
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 unlimited.
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 Ashnute,
Ashnate,
Ashnute,
enjoys.
enjoys.
Such a liberated person is not attracted to material sense pleasure, but is always in trance, enjoying the pleasure within. In this way, the self-realized person enjoys unlimited happiness, for he concentrates on the Supreme.
Purport.
Purport. Sri Jamunacharya, a great devotee in Krishna consciousness, said,
Yadavadi mama cheta Krishna padarvinde Navanavara sadhamna udatarantumasit Tadavadi bata nari sangame smarjamane Bhavati mukhavikara sustu nistavanam cha.
since I have been engaged in the transcendental loving service of Krishna, realizing ever new pleasure in him. Whenever I think of sex pleasure, I spit at the thought, and my lips curl with distaste. A person in Brahma Yoga or Krishna consciousness is so absorbed in the loving service of the Lord that he loses his taste for material sense pleasure altogether. The highest pleasure in terms of matter is sex pleasure. The whole world is moving under its spell, and a materialist cannot work at all without this motivation. But a person engaged in Krishna consciousness can work with greater vigor without sex pleasure, which he avoids. That is the test in spiritual realization. Spiritual realization and sex pleasure go ill together. A Krishna conscious person is not attracted to any kind of sense pleasure due to his being a liberated soul.
Thank you. Srila Prabhupada ki jai.
Jai.
So I'm going to break down this verse because this verse and these two verse so important. Vaija sparsheshu. Vaija sparsheshu. External contact which could be pleasurable, sometimes miserable. But either way, the person is ashaktatma. Now the Sanskrit, I'm not a Sanskrit scholar, but I try to learn something. A, long A, ashakta means attached. O, small o, ashakta means detached. Just the opposite. But English spelling is same. So everybody understand that? So it says ashakta means detached. Who they are talking about? Here Krishna is speaking. For who? Person who is liberated. That's why I think the translation began with a liberated, right? Yeah, such a liberated, Prabhupada, right? So here, Ashaktatma, which means the person is detached. So Ashakta is Ashakta attached, Ashakta detached. So when a person is detached, for everyone, the happiness should come from somewhere. Is there anything wrong to seek for happiness? Yes, no?
No,
Why not?
that's the nature of the self.
Very good. Satchidananda. Sukhannesi, Jiva Sukhannesi, Prabhupada quote this. Anandamaya Bhashat Krishna, we are part of him. Pleasure seeking by nature, whether we like or not, we'll be always looking for happiness, pleasure. You follow? But there is a key point that when we chant like Hare Krishna, are we looking for pleasure? No, it's wrong. When we chant, actually, we are trying to connect with Krishna. We want to serve him. Once we please him, serve him, there's longing, we're calling out. That connection will give us pleasure. We don't have to look for. But if you're just thinking, just by chanting, it will come automatically. You are not actually searching, calling out to Krishna. You want to serve him. You appeal, my Lord. Life after life, I stay away from your lotus feet, but I am your. I belong to you. You are my Lord. I need you. Please accept me. When you are longing like this, you have a connection develops. Then automatically you will be seeing happiness inside. And if you are just thinking, just by uttering the name, taste will come, you follow, without actually connection, you maybe feel not chant all the time. That's why you'll see sometimes people are chanting for some time and then they don't find. Because our service has to connect with Krishna. It is very important. Bhagavan Das, a disciple of Prabhupada, asked a question. You can look at it in Vedas. He said, in the temple, when devotees are chanting, is everybody's chanting giving the same result? So I'm paraphrasing what Prabhupada answered so nicely. He answered in the letter that when someone chants, he connects. I like the way he put it. He connects to the absolute. Everybody understand? That their connection has to be there. Just like this child, if he calls his mother will come. If his mother is busy and he's not calling, she won't come. She may come, but she won't come. So when we chant, we are actually calling the Lord. First, my Lord, please accept me. Please accept. What did Prabhupada say? Like a child desperately crying for mother's help, calling out, is Lord hearing my prayers? Or how you are praying, how you are calling? It's important. Because here he says, very, very beautiful verse, this verse. I mean, I like all this Bhagavad Gita verse, but this one is so nice. It says that, Vaijya Sparsheshu. So, Vaijya Sparsheshu. So, Vaijya Sparsheshu, what is that means, Vaijya Sparsheshu? So, here is the ice cream, and here is your eye. The eyes are senses. Everybody understand that? Eyes are senses, and ice cream is the sense object. So they have a contact. This is called Vaijya Sparsheshu. Vaijya Sparsheshu means like sense object and senses now contacting. Now, where are you? You are not the senses and you are not the sense object. You are actually separated. Don't put together like, oh, I'm looking. No, you're not looking. If the senses are connected, you are still separate. If you can spiritualize, you remember the other day we discussed two ways the things to be seen or perceived. One is compositional way, sense, and another is application sense. Composition means what is made of. Sachidananda, body made of spiritual. It's spiritual, period, nothing material. But this body we have, this world, everything is material, Krishna says, 7.4. We discussed that 1 week, I forgot which week it was. But if you can see what these material elements used for, so application sense means utilization. Okay, there is ice cream. I want to offer to Krishna. This looks very good. Krishna will love it. That time when you offered it is no more material. It becomes spiritualized, means it transforms into spiritual substance. Everybody understand that? So there's a two. One is spiritual, one is material. But we are in the junction where we have to purify, spiritualize everything. So here it says, those who are liberated, they see the ice cream and their eye, but they are separated. It is not necessary. They just withdraw as if ice cream didn't even exist. But he sees through the eyes, but it does not connect further. You follow? You also remember, other day we discussed, I hope so, that sense, say ice cream, sense object, and your eyes. Now you're thinking, it's a hot summer. I want to have it. I can't leave it without it. How can I drive for 100 miles without it? It will be miserable. I cannot live. But can you get it right away? No. It has to pass through who? Senses to sense object. The soul desiring strong desire. Can you see it's a really scientific, very scientific. Sense object and the senses. Now the soul, I am desiring, I want to have it. Ice cream didn't say you have to have it. Neither the senses said it. But I created the soul that time, I want to have it. So that intriguing or possessive, or you say craving, craving the word, I want to have it, I have to have it. How can I live without it? That time, it shoots to a processor. Who is the processor? Super soul. If we cannot remember, we already finished 2 weeks back, I think. This is very nice. You try to understand. It's very scientific how it's happening. So in your life event, everything happening, you can like literally see, oh, that's Krishna. He didn't allow me. Okay. He doesn't want, he doesn't want. You remain satisfied. Oh, he allowed it to happen. It's here. You follow? This is how. So here's a processor. Like for an example, I want to write a letter to my friend. You go to computer, you type it. Actually, computer, what is typing? What are you thinking? How computer can type it? So the senses are helping you, you are expressing. After you type it, you read everything, and then you think, I want to print it out. Can you see Paramatma and Maya and you three related in this? Yes. You desire, that's all you can do. Everybody understood with me? Soul can only thing he do or she does, desire. So I desire to write something, then processor, the computer inside and putting everything connected, how it will be all, it's super soul. Super soul, it's just a metaphor I'm giving, you follow? Super soul does the processing. Then Maya is the printer. Can you see all three are there? This is how everything runs in this material creation. So here it says, Bhajyaspasheshu ashaktamana. Liberated soul, no, I don't know. I don't need it. They literally feel inside they can live without it. Did you ever come across to sense object like this? That is called that stage. We all have to come to that stage. I can live without it. Sure. So Bhajyaspasheshu ashaktamana. Now you may say, well, everybody is pleasure seeking. Then how is going to remain happy? If that Maharaj or that Prabhu or that Mataji is so advanced, not looking for material, nice house, beach house or whatever. It's like a little cottage in the Vrindavan or Alachua temple. It's like Mother Akuti. She walks at 4 o'clock. Sometimes it's so dark and scary. I look at the road. It's like, but she walks sometimes. She told me, like, how do you walk all this little jungle? Have you ever been inside that route? There's no light. Yeah, but she's not. She's fearless. But she's not looking like I'm going to be fearless. No, she just depends on Krishna. It's very nice. I mean, practically, you can see they are liberated soul amongst us. So, Ashaktamana bindati. So here Krishna says, twice he mentioned, I mean, two different words, but the same meaning. Enjoy, enjoy. He says bindati. The next line he says bindati. They enjoy. Where? Bindati atmani, in the soul. Now, when you say self-realization, the soul, you have to remember, when you realize you are spirit, not matter, not this body. Why Prabhupada hammered this? Because first realization in your spiritual progress, first is you are spirit soul, not a product of this world. You follow? That's first. Second, you are a servant. Third, what is the third realization? That I am the, no, that's second. Third is that Krishna gave a particular relationship with me, for me. In my maturity, I'll realize I have that love for him that he wants to taste and I want to offer. This reciprocation is our ultimate. It's very important. So first realization of self-realization is what? Negative. I'm not this body. I'm not product of this world. I'm not product of temporary. I'm eternal. Indestructible. Indestructibility of spiritual reality has to be understood. Everybody understood? First realization in our life, negative. We are not. Do you see second chapter Krishna explained to Arjuna? What did he explain? Which he is not. Nainam chinnanti shastrani, nainam dahati pavaka, na chainam pledanta, na sushriti marata. 4 things. He repeated again. Next verse. He said, you cannot be cut, you cannot be burned. It's wonderful. So Prabhupada did the same thing. He says, you are not this body. First try to get it. I am a spirit, not part of this world, but I'm here. In this world means this body, temporary. The second part is you are servant. And third part is that relationship that I have a particular relationship, a quality called pure love that Krishna wants to enjoy and I want to supply. that reciprocation has to be awakened. So this gradual progression. So here it says, second line, it says, Bindati Atmani Jat Sukham. So he will enjoy where? Inside. How are you going to enjoy within? Try from tomorrow and then you tell me next week. For 5 minutes, you don't want to look at outside, look at inside. Same thing, negative first in our spiritual progress. You follow? Negative first. I don't want to look happiness outside. Let me do it for half an hour. Where am I going to look? Within. Within. What is within? Me? Where am I? So you start searching, you follow? If you start searching that you're not looking happiness outside, then you will start going inward. That is required. So here it says, liberated soul, Bindati Atmani Jat Sukham, that he will delight. Delight in what? Jat Sukham. There is actually happiness in the soul. In connection with Krishna, as soon as you connect with Krishna, he is also inside. There is a real happiness. You may say, what kind of happiness? Bindati Atmani Jat Sukham, Sa Brahma Yoga Yukta Atma. Here Brahma Yoga, Yoga doesn't mean like yoga process here. Yoga means connection. Yoga also means adding, means you connecting with Krishna. So it's very nice. So it is significant. Sri Krishna is using the word twice here. Akshayam Asnute. Now, if you stop tomorrow, say half an hour, you want to do meditation, you chanting, but you're not looking any happiness outside, you're going to look inside. What will happen to you? Do you know what will happen? I'm serious. You try tomorrow. While you're chanting, you just think Krishna is there and I'm there, and there is I'm not this body, I'm not this part of this material world, I'm his servant. Then the third one, who can repeat? What is the third? Ultimate hour. What is that? Little more.
Reciprocal, loving.
Little more. We have something Krishna wants. Krishna gave to us. That is what called Rasa Tattva. Never can be replaced by any soul, never can be duplicated, and Krishna will not get that from anywhere else. That's why each of us is as important as Krishna is important to us. That is what the speciality of individuality. Follow. A Jaipur painting I saw. So many manjuris, thousands of manjuris. They're like all same. They all look same painting, drawing. They look all same. But in spiritual individuality is not like that. Spiritual individuality is not by the form. It's by 11 things. You have a form. One of the 11 things is you have a particular name, you have a particular service. Rupa Goswami, Sanatana Goswami, you can think of all those Goswami, they may look like the same in the drawing. Who is Rupa, who is Sanatana? By their service. Rupa Goswami revealed what? A process of bhakti. Haridas Thakur revealed what? The glorification of holiness. Sarvabhauma Bhattacharya, what did he reveal? He revealed the ultimate end of impersonalism. You think of each personality, then you will say, oh, that's Haridas Thakur. The ultimate glorification of, wow, holy name. So each personality follow, but in the painting, you may see they all look same. In spiritual world, each soul has an individuality eternally. You wanted to say something? Ask something.
I want to ask something. I'm not sure it's exactly related, but does that mean from what you're saying that while the soul is in the material world, Krishna is missing that service that it does in the spiritual world?
You can think like that, sure.
And so no one is doing that.
You can look, you can write, if you have a phone, 10.14.7 or 8. No, 7. In the purport, in the beginning purport, no, not Bhagavad Gita. It's Bhagavatam. 10.14 doesn't. It said Krishna gave a particular quality, Sanatana Goswami Path. If you have a Veda base, you can look at it. Sanatana Goswami Path says each soul has a particular quality that Krishna gave. You are mother, a special soul. Krishna will never find anywhere else. He never created a duplication. You follow? We're not like duplicated or anything.
10, 14, what?
7.
7.
8 is that, yeah, 7. In the purpose, Gunatman, yeah. In the purport, in the middle, you'll see Sanatana Goswami something. They give a particular.
Srila Sanatana Goswami further explains that the Lord manifests a specific spiritual quality for the benefit of each living entity.
Okay, now you can go and search out the details where he got this and how it is. In Dasami Tippani has a so beautiful explanation about how each soul is so special to Krishna. Krishna really loves each soul, so much so, if you can really grasp it, you will run like crazy to go to him. Nothing in this world can replace, what to talk about replace, or even give little touch of that. His affection is preeminently lovable for each soul. But when they come to that level, then they will realize, they will cry, they will desperately go there. Our ultimate happiness is lying in that relationship. Okay, so everybody got it. First is negative. We are not this part of what? Material world. We're soul. Second is we have a relationship, and third is this particular specific quality relationship given that is never. So this is very important. So 4 things in this verse. First, Bhajya Sparsheshu, that means when you see external sense gratification, whatever your body need, you supply, that's one thing. But when you see sense gratification external, don't be too excited. That's my way of thinking about sensual. The second point we found, the second line, seek happiness within. You may say, well, I don't find it. Did you try? How long did you try? I am probably more horrible creature than you all. If I can find some, you can definitely find easier. I'm serious. So this is true. So second is that seek happiness within. And then third is Vindate Atmani Jasukam, Sa Brahma Jogo Jukta Atma. Concentrate on the Supreme. This is another thing. When you chant or when you look for inside, what are you looking? You're just cleaning the temple. Who are you cleaning for? Oh, Krishna's, yeah. Absorption is very important. I hope you all understand. Your desire shapes your situation. Where you are today is you are responsible because that's how you want it and you got it. Not knowing what is you getting in. You know, one boy was seeing a gulab jamun. He said, wow, they have 1,000, a whole pot of gulab jamun. Wow. I said, sorry, there's 1,000 people are invited in the festival. There's 1,000 gulab jamun. You get only one. This is called, because the next verse will say there is a begin and middle and end misery. So I was thinking like, how is the begin middle? So I was like meditating on it. It's true. And then the second, the middle is like anticlimax. Anticlimax, you know, like sometime. So not everybody wanted gulab jamun. You can have extra. Really? Yeah. But there is no proportion sugar. It's like he forgot to give sugar. You don't feel like anticlimax, like, why did I desire? I suffered for desire. Now I'm suffering because it doesn't taste good. It's like a material, that's how material happiness is. We forget that it's flickering, but we don't calculate. If we really deeply think like this. So let's go to the third one. So my point was concentrate. He said, Brahma Yoga Jukta Atma. Jukta means you really have to focus. Even you honoring Prasadam, don't look for the flavor first. What do you look for? Krishna ate this. Absorb. Happiness should come from absorption, not from the sense enjoyment or action alone itself. You may be cleaning, you may be cooking, do whatever you're doing, but make sure the purpose is to please Vaishnava, Krishna's devotee. That absorption where you actually draw happiness. Everybody understand? Otherwise, you may be doing service, but you forgot that you're doing service for Krishna. You still get benefit, there is no loss, but ultimate benefit will take long time. So it is important that we absorb. That's why Prabhupada gives the example that mother sees the shoes of the baby. What does she thinks? Can you relate? You heard Prabhupada say that. What does she thinks when she sees the baby's shoes? She thinks of the baby. But it's the shoes, is not the baby. Oh, that's your logician idea. Go out of here. You cannot give the understanding mother has. Mother has so much affection. She has 4 things: affection, protection, care for the child. So when she sees the baby shoes, she sees the baby. She says, I wonder how baby is doing in the school. I hope it's the first day, all kinds of like emotion she goes through. Similarly, our service to Krishna has to be Krishna, not just the service. You follow? We should give importance, but the absorption to Krishna has to be there. That is the key point. So it's a Brahma Yoga Jukta. Jukta, the word is Jukta, means connection. And then the 4th one is Bindate Atmani Jatsukam Brahma Yoga Jukta Atma Akshayam. And that connection, once you start developing, you try from tomorrow, you will be surprised. It will never go away from you. Sex, eating, sleeping, whatever you experience, I also experience. This has a beginning and end. But these things, this connection does not have a beginning and end. It can continue. Once you come to contact with pure goodness, it can continue forever. That's why for 3 days, Prabhupada was in a great phase in Holland, Amsterdam. And the devotees, he told me that he asked Prabhupada, is everything okay? He said, yes. So you're very serious. Prabhupada said, I'm so happy, I'm trying to control. This inner connection, mothers and Prabhus, is the key in our life, that absorption. Can you show me one person who went back home, back to Godhead without absorption? Show me. Because Bhagavatam 7.1.32, you look at that verse. Kama desad bhayat sneha jata bhakti ishwaramana aveshotu agam hitta bahovoto gatim gata. All 6 types of people can go back home, back to Godhead, or out of Maya. They had one common thing, all of them: absorption. Without absorption, you cannot reach spiritual world or even liberation. So, Krishna 7:16. Here Prabhupada also said the highest pleasure in terms of matter is sex pleasure. The whole world is moving under its spell. Prabhu just read. Very interesting. Why is it so? Because sexual pleasure is a physical. Why Prabhupada is like talking like so much heavy against it? Because sexual pleasure is physical. And spirit, I am a spiritual being. Spiritual pleasure is transcendental, non-physical. So to the extent we are identifying with the body, we will be attracted to the sex pleasure. More we identify to the soul, I am spirit soul. What does that mean? I have a thinking power. Oh, I think, therefore I am. Some philosopher even says in this world. And I'm awareness, that's who I am. Why not I'm aware of Krishna? Then inner connection will be there. And then it's a feeling. Well, I have to be aware what is mental feeling, physical feeling, and then the spiritual feeling. That is not a one thing. Whole thing is not one thing. So when you more deeply think on the soul, you will have a less enjoyment spirit on the physical. Otherwise, there's no way you can get out of it. Everybody understand my point? Okay. So, to the extent we are attracted towards the soul, we'll be attracted to the bodily happiness. So, there is two difference which makes antipolar. So, it is considered one to get happy family life, fulfillment of karma. What is karma? You will see Bhagavad Gita even has so many places. Kama esha, krodha esha, so many verses. Karma. What is karma? Huh?
Desire.
Those are all true, but it's not complete.
Sanskrit.
That's also true. Huh?
Kama isha, krodha
Yeah.
isha, raja isha.
Karma means it does not refer for sense gratification. It refers to all around material well-being. How are you, sir? If we go outside right now, we can stop all the cars and interview. How are you, sir? I'm fine. How is fine? Because he thinks I have a good car, I'm driving. He feels I'm well-being. I have a good house and I'll have a dinner. You follow? Some way they feel materially they are well situated. The overall, that material comfortable feeling is called karma. Karma is not necessarily sex. It can be applied, desire, can be applied, sense gratification can be. But karma, the word karma, always you think that separate interest from God. So long I want to be, I'm happy. You literally ask even the, whatever, poor beggars, are you okay? Yeah, I'm okay. How you're okay? They don't think. So this is also karma in a sense. Then we have a artha. What is artha means?
Economic development.
Economic development. That's also true. But artha means as long you have a ownership of the material possession. It could be money, cash, bank balance. It could be house. It could be car. It could be anything. Like if you, in a surrender process, first thing you do, you change your ownership. 3.30, Prabhupada said that verse in Bhagavad Gita 3.30. He says the purpose of Bhagavad Gita is given in this verse. Like, wow. Because here are few things Prabhupada emphasized. You have to change your ownership. Who owns this house, Mataji? I didn't ask you. Do you own the house? Okay. Because there was a devotee who went to the grocery shop outside, big public grocery shop. He took the Brahman thread and he offered the whole shop to Krishna. So then they revealed this to Prabhupada. Prabhupada said, "Oh, what did you do?" He said, "I offered the whole shop." He said, "Do you own it?" He said, "No." He said, "You cannot offer something you don't own." If it is not yours, how you offer it? So anyhow, so who owns this house? You have to change the ownership. Krishna gave this in our care to take care of this. It belongs to him. The ownership has to change. So artha means when you who I belong to Krishna, my bank balance belongs to Krishna's pleasure, for his devotee take care, like this. If you change the ownership, then it is perfect. You are not affected of these four things that ties people in the material world. Dharma, artha, kama, moksha. This is very important. Okay, because of the time, there's so much to say, but we're going to jump to the next verse. So on this verse, just to remember a few key points. Fulfilling every desire, you will not be happy. Can you remember that? Even if you get all the sense enjoyment, even if you get all the gulab jamun, your body will say, "Don't eat anymore." Even you have the best handsome husband or beautiful wife, after some sex, your body does not, is exhausted. Your sex desire is not satisfied. You take it like, okay, I don't need any more. But actually, if there is a facility, you will do it forever. but your body will be exhausted. Can you understand this verse? It's like a reality speaking, that you will be disappointed. You'll be disappointed. But the soul's happiness is there unlimitedly. So this is very important. So what should we focus? We may not control our desire, but we should focus on which desire we should control or manipulate. You follow? We may not be able to control. And there's a whole, I wrote a little article, but I don't have time. So also we discuss happiness is not found in sensation, but in, help me, we just discussed absorption. You have to absorb on Krishna, whatever you do on Krishna consciousness. So we also discussed that happiness is not a product of gratification, but is a byproduct of dedication. That is very important.
There's an interesting quote from Carl Jung,
Hmm.
the psychologist. He says, "He who looks without dreams, he who looks within awakens."
Very nice. Very nice. Turning away from sense gratification is not necessarily running away. Oh, he's the escaper or she's the escaper. No. If you're turning away for a better things, it is the best. So that's why we say, like when somebody say, oh, it's renunciation, it's like a deprivation of sense gratification. I say, no, renunciation is actually inner connection. It's dedication. How can you think it's like just because you don't have, that doesn't mean like all the renounced people are suffering. No, I hope they are having inner connection. And if they don't, they will fall down. Soul cannot live without some enjoyment connection, whatever it is, you follow, spiritual or material. Okay, we do the next verse quickly. Let's see. Can we do together? Because of the time. On the Zoom, somebody would like to read? Please prepare. Jahi sangsparsha jabhoga dukha jo nayevate Adantapanta konteya nate shuramate buddha. From the Zoom, anybody would like to read?
I'd like to read, Prabhu.
Okay, Mother Rohini, go ahead.
Okay. An intelligent person does not take part in the sources of misery, which are due to contact with the material senses. O son of Kunti, such pleasures have a beginning and an end, and so the wise man does not delight in them. Purport.
So we should detect whether we are wise or not. Very interesting verse. Okay, purport.
Material sense pleasure are due to the contact of the material senses, which are all temporary because the body itself is temporary. A liberated soul is not interested in anything which is temporary. Knowing well the joys of transcendental pleasures, how can a liberated soul agree to enjoy false pleasure? In the Padma Purana, it is said, Ramante yogino
Yogina manante sattananda chidatmani iti rama padanesu param brahma divayate.
The mystics derive unlimited transcendental pleasures from the absolute truth, and therefore the supreme absolute truth, the personality of Godhead, is also known as Ram. In the Srimad Bhagavatam also 5.5.1, it is said,
Nayam deha bhajani loke kastan kaman arhate vid pujam je tapo dibbam putraka jena sattam suddhet jasmad brahma sukham tu anantam.
My dear sons, there is no reason to labor very hard for sense pleasure while in this human form of life. Such pleasures are available to the stool eaters, hogs. Rather, you should undergo penances in this life by which your existence will be purified. And as a result, you will be able to enjoy unlimited transcendental bliss. Therefore, those who are true yogis or learned transcendentalists are not attracted by sense pleasures. which are the causes of continuous material existence. The more one is addicted to material pleasures, the more he is entrapped by material miseries. Hare Krishna.
Thank you. So now Sri Krishna is talking about what basis a person will become by just possession. The previous verse is connecting actually this verse. Why one should give up outer pleasure?
Not to tingle,
Huh?
not to tingle.
Because they lead to misery. Also, it's temporary. It's not only misery, it's also temporary. Very good. Can we remember that? It's very nice. And what about spiritual pleasure? It says the last line of previous verse. No. Akshayam asnute. Akshayam means never end. Mother Yashoda never for a moment ever without happiness. She is eternally happy. Everybody, even the dust. Prabhu, you said something?
I was thinking it's miserable because it's temporary,
Yes.
because the nature of the soul is eternal. So
Well, it is one sense, but if you look at this verse, let's do like a word by word. We have few minutes. Jahi samsparsha ja bhoga means by contact of senses with sense object. Bhoga means sense pleasure. When there is a contact of senses with sense object, the tongue eats delicious food, hand touch soft things, eye sees something attractive, beautiful. So there is a bhoga, there is a pleasure at that time. But what happens here, Sri Krishna says, dukkha jonoya evote. Can you see the word jono means dukkha jono?
sources of
Distress.
source of distress.
Oh, that's what it says. But joni means the womb. You know, the mother get pregnant, womb. This is a very interesting. So two things. First he says, say for an example, one guy just went out on the road right now and he bought a hot dog and he's eating. Now you may say, I don't see him suffering. But Krishna did not say you'll see it right away. He said dukkha jono. Try to understand that. Dukkha jono means a lady got pregnant. Jono means, the word means pregnant. Now, do you see the child? She just got pregnant yesterday? No, you don't. Well, next month, do you see the child? No. Is the child growing? Yes. After 9 months or whatever the time, 9.5 months, 10 months, the child comes out. But nobody see the child. But what is the understanding as an intelligent person? What will be thinking? The child is growing in the womb. Means their dukkha, their suffering is growing in their consciousness to communicate with other previous impression, and they will produce. Next life, he's born. It's a true story that a very rich man, he had 4 sons and he built a 4 castle, and then he passed away. And next life, there is a sadhu who is sitting under a tree and he's laughing. So some wise man came. I see every time this beggar comes to this house for begging, and the lady said, get out, why are you bothering? We are not going to give you anything. But you are laughing and laughing and laughing. Why? He said, life sucks. I mean, he didn't say that in English, but I'm just saying. He said, this karma of material pleasure, it's horrible. People don't know. This man who is begging is actually the one who built this 4. He's the owner who died. And now he's coming as a beggar, and his daughter-in-law and the son, they're all grown up. They're like trying to kick him out. Like, why this beggar every day comes for begging? But his attachment for the house, if you say, why he's coming? He gets chased by them, they don't care. But attachment, he cannot give up. You understand? Is that enjoyment? Tell me the truth. It's horrible. So wait, but he built that 4 house for his son. He enjoyed that, but he did not see the suffering waiting. It took like 9 months, delivery for the baby, it took one life for him to see that. The suffering result is he cannot give up that attachment. He's coming, same house, but finally, even one devotee said, I heard that story. Actually, they gave some ashes. You know, ashes means you don't eat. Ashes is in India, they cook with the wood. It's like something you throw. But if you don't, cannot stop the beggar to stop begging, then you give them ashes, then they will probably feel like, okay, it's worthless, I'm not coming. But this man cannot stop. But these sages, he's so far vision, he sees this. This man works so hard for his children and look at where he gets. It's sad, isn't it? It is so sad. And this is what karma cycle is in this life, in this world. We'll never be happy if you can see the whole scenario. That's why Krishna is so scientifically explaining. He said, Dukkha janaya evate. It is, dukkha is growing in the tummy. Baby will come out, maybe 2 life, 3 life. When Dhritarashtra asked Gurudev, Vyasdev, why? Not even one son left. All 100 sons died. Can't have one son. One son. How can I'm suffering miserable whole life? I'm still suffering. They're all dead. I'm still suffering. So what do you want? Oh, can I see my life? Okay. How long do you want to see? 100 life. You know, they have like a TV screen of like, yeah, they do. They have such a powerful, Vyasdev was such a forecast yogi that he can empower, like Sanjaya could see the whole battlefield. You follow? That's how Bhagavad Gita came. So Vyasdev gave him 100-year life, one by one, and his span, even though he's blind, but in his inside he could see the TV screen. So I could not find any reason. I see my different life, but I could not find any reason I would suffer. So what do you want? So Gurudev, I gave up. You let me know. He said, well, this is 101 life. I was like, next life. So you better ask the Guru. Don't try to calculate on your own. So on 101 life, he saw himself that he was a king. He was going for a hunting. 101 life before, he was a king also. And in the evening, I'm just giving a little, just to understand this. They had a bonfire, the minister and thousands of soldiers. They're enjoying, king is sitting there before goes to sleep. You know, they have a tent or camping for hunting. And that time, king is saying, I wish there would be barbecue. You know barbecue? Maybe you guys are Hare Krishnas, you don't know. It's meat on the fire. So the 2 peasants, husband and wife in the tree is thinking, king is, he is also our king. See, in modern world, they don't understand the king is actually responsible for animal, everybody. But those days, the king knew. So the peasant, male and female thinking, okay, we should supply him. We have already 100 eggs. They are going to hatch any moment. No problem. We should give our life for the king. And they know it's a higher birth. They will get a higher birth. So all of a sudden they had a bonfire and the Dhritarashtra was sitting there. He was not blind in that life. And with the minister and sees the 2 peasants just fly in the fire. He says, Maharaj, you got the barbecue. He said, wow, that's very nice. So he liked it so much. See, this is provided by the God's sanction. It's okay, Kshatriya can have, they have a right to. But greed, no. So after eating this, he told the minister, this is so good taste. We should have this all, we should take it. But there is no more peasant coming, you know, flying in the fire. Generally, you don't think like that. So all the soldiers got up in the different street to catch the, some or other, they found this nest. And all these eggs actually hatched that moment. And they grab all these 100, what do you call, chicks. They brought them there and put it in the live in the fire. They did not even see the life. Because they caused so much pain, these 100 chicks. Then Dhritarashtra says, that was 101 years back. Why it took so long? He said, it is like a pregnancy. It takes time. It's not easy to become a father of 100 sons. it takes many lives piety. So you took 100 lives to come to where you are today to get this. Now, when you would hear like this, would you be excited for this material life? Tell me honestly. No. Did Dhritarashtra give up? No. He's still attached. So this is the problem. He met Krishna, he talked Krishna, but heart is something others cannot change unless you are willing to serve, unless you are willing to transform your own consciousness. This is so deeply rooted.
Can I ask a quick question?
Yes.
So in terms of Dhritarashtra, how are we to understand this? Like you just said, he met Krishna, he had guidance from Vidura and from so many advanced devotees and people, but he's had his pious deeds that gave him 100 sons, even though he had that one mistake. So how are we to understand what could have actually helped him? Is he hopeless?
No, he's not hopeless. It's up to him.
But what is that switch that's gonna help him?
Willingness.
But where would it come from?
From the soul.
But if he
Krishna cannot make you devotee if you don't want to become devotee.
Right, but how come he doesn't want to? Like, what is gonna make him want to? If even meeting Krishna didn't make him want to, is there something bigger?
Good association generally we say, but still how much you take from the association.
So what does that depend on?
Willingness.
But is that an innate quality or is that something you learn?
Contamination. Yes.
So he didn't have enough of it, is basically.
I mentioned other day, like when Dhritarashtra, he has his own way of thinking. He wanted to give blessing to these Pandavas. You remember that story? And at the end, he said, where is Bhima? And then he embraced, but then he crashed it into pieces, the metal. And he said, was that a Bhima? Of course, Krishna says, you think that was Bhima? Bhima would kill you. But I prevented him. Can you see that Krishna protecting him? But did he see it? No. He's still accusing Krishna. Why you didn't keep one son for me? After all this thing, he hears Krishna is trying to save him, in universal form. He saw in the universal form. Krishna actually gave him the eye. Materially was blind. He saw in the universal form, Arjuna is there. He cannot be killed. He saw in the universal form. And he saw also his dead sons. Did he change? No. This is so deeply rooted. What is the root cause? Is the envy to the devotee. Envy to Krishna, envy to devotee, it's very deadly dangerous. And his wife, she's a wonderful mother, but she cursed Krishna. At that incident, that time, Krishna had a discussion with her. Gandhari was crying. Why didn't you keep one child, at least one son? Krishna says, do you know how many times I counseled? How many options I gave? Marto jadatekta samasta karma nivedita atma vichikirshitame. Krishna told this sloka to Duryodhana. Duryodhana, it is my world. I am God. You should know I am God. It is my world. Anybody aligned with my idea can enjoy. This Pandava, Marta Jadatekta Samasta Karma, they will give up anything for me. So they deserve to rule, not you. You surrender, you can rule. Otherwise not. Krishna is, how much more you want? Krishna himself revealing. At the moment, before he died, battlefield was 18 days. The last day was Duryodhana, and he hid in a lake. And Krishna says, anyway, Krishna is a joker. I thought Duryodhana is very brave. Why you would hide? He knows, of course, where he is. He said, I am brave. I'm not coward. I'm here. So we are looking for you. Krishna is a joker in the middle of war. So then he asked Krishna, if you are God, would you like to say, Krishna, if you are God? After hearing all this, seeing this, he still say, if you are God, why you are partial to Pandavas? Why not us? Then Krishna gave one by one logic, 17. I came to you with this appealing. I came with this suggestion. I shown you this. I shown you this. Did you ever change us? So this kind of bad association, difficult to change. Very difficult to change. Unless we are willing to go back home, we will not go back home. I better end here. Thank you so much. And we'll continue next week. This sloka is not finished, but this second sloka is so much important. We'll discuss that. Okay. Gaur Pramanande Hari Hari Bol. We'll just chant 1 second. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare. Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Prabhupada, Jaya Prabhupada, Gurudev, 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 Jaya Gurudev, Jaya Jaya Gurudev, 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev. Gaur Pramanande, Hari Hari Bol, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Vancha kalpataru vesya kipa sindhaveva cha patitanam pavanebhyo vaishnavebhyo namo. Anantagiri Vaishnava Binda ki jai. Thank you all the assembled Vaishnavi Dandava.